Excuse me, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mark.
Question. Okay lang ba araw-araw mag-fasting? Yan yung isa sa tanong na nakita natin in our channels and one of the most common questions also. Before I answer, if you can try to answer that on your own, kindly put in the comment section kung oo o hindi at bakit. So, okay lang ba mag-fasting araw-araw? If your answer is yes, try to give reason bakit okay lang mag-fasting araw-araw. At sa mga sasagot naman ng hindi, try to also answer kung bakit hindi okay ang mag-fasting araw-araw. And for me, how do I answer it? It's simply about nature. Ano ba yung natural sa atin as humans? Natural nga ba sa atin mag-fasting o hindi? And ano yung definition of fasting? So yung fasting o pag-aayuno is simply about limiting or inhibiting yourself from consuming any form of food containing calories. In general, maraming iba't ibang klase ng fasting, like spiritual fasting and water fasting. Meron ding iba na, say for example, during Holy Week, na nagfa-fast tayo from pleasurable things. Merong iba na nagfa-fasting na wala lang pork, wala lang meat, but in general, yung pagfa-fasting na we say we mean in our community, especially when it comes to nutrition, is fasting from food or anything that contains calories. So food and drinks containing calories, that is fasting. At sa definition naman, by 10 to 12 hours, it's already considered as fasting. Merong iba, as early as 8 hours, it's already considered as fasting, especially for procedures. Kapag nagpapalaboratory tayo, we say na magpa-fast ka for 8 hours if you are going to take this kind of laboratory. But in general, it's 10 to 12 hours of fasting na wala ka munang i-intake ng fluid and food, especially containing calories. Now, when it comes to nutrition, we say that fasting is really important para ma-reset natin yung ating pangangatawan and for us to optimize our health. Bakit? Because by nature, natural talaga sa atin nagpa-fasting. Alam nyo ba kung ano yung hindi natural? That is not fasting at all. Kasi hindi yan makatotohanan because there is a time in a day, every day, ng kahit ano pang animal sa animal kingdom na natutulog talaga yan. And when an animal, including humans, sleep, hindi pwedeng habang natutulog ay kumakain. Sleep and rest is a given, is something that we do naturally. Kasi yun yung panahon where we do repair, where we renew ourselves. Kapag kung merong mga na-exhaust na dyan after a whole day's work, it will all be replenished during sleep. At ano yung mangyayari if you are eating while you are sleeping? Your body cannot attend to those repair mechanism. Hindi na yon kakayanin ng ating katawan na mag-renew ito, mag-rejuvenate because all the blood flow ay mapupunta lang sa digestion. That is why it is more natural for us to fast every day rather than eat all day. Hindi talaga natural yan. Sorry to say, but very minimal lang. Only very few people can benefit from small, frequent feedings. And in general, mas marami ang mas makaka-benefit with intake of food together with intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting is when you restrict your food intake in a certain window of time. And yes, it is okay to fast every day. The question is, how long do you fast? At gaano katagal and ano yung timing ng inyong fasting. If you are very busy the whole day at hindi ka kumakain, that may be okay, pero darating yung panahon na kailangan kumain ka talaga. Huwag mong hintayin na over-exhausted ka na at pagkatapos mo kumain ay magpo-food coma ka na lang at matutulog. You will not maximize the rest and relaxation and repair ng sleep if you will feed too much kapag busog na busog ka at itutulog mo lang. Yes, you may feel like you've rested well, na nakatulog ka agad, but it doesn't mean na yung repair mechanism sa katawan mo ay nangyari. Nakatulog ka lang because your brain shut down. Kasi nga, yung blood flow nasa intestines mo for digestion. But it doesn't mean na yung pangangailangang pagkukumpune at pagre-renew ng mga kailangang i-renew sa ating katawan on a day-to-day basis ay nangyari. That is why, kung pwede pa lang, you eat also when you are most active, when you are spending a lot of energy. Hindi kailangan first thing in the morning then. Pwede na in the middle of the day. Because when we wake up in the morning, actually, kapag tingnan natin yung ating history as humans during evolution, sanay tayo na walang breakfast meal. Sanay tayo na sa umaga walang naka-ready na pagkain. So that's why it is part of the dawn phenomenon and the effect na kapag dawn or early morning, there is a natural rise in our blood sugar, even higher than the blood sugar nung natulog tayo. For those who are diabetics who have been monitoring their blood sugar, you can see na yung pagtulog nyo na blood sugar ay actually mas mababa pa as compared sa pagising nyo sa umaga. And so many people are wondering, paano nangyari yon na wala nga akong kinain the whole night and yet pagising ko sa umaga ay mas mataas yung aking blood sugar. That is because our body, that is a very, very simple evidence na yung katawan natin ay kayang mag-produce ng kanyang sariling blood sugar kapag kailangan niya ito. And nasanay na yung katawan nating tao for the last millions of years na nag-evolve tayo to produce its own sugar, especially in the morning. Kasi yun yung panahon na walang pagkain and we have to go looking for food, either to hunt or to travel places na maghanap ng pagmakakain o mangisdaman or whatever food that we can find. Nagtatrabaho tayo sa umaga and we can maximize that dawn phenomenon, yung pagtaas ng blood sugar natin sa umaga by actually utilizing it. Gamitin natin yung extra blood sugar na ginawa ng ating liver for us to use. Pero ano yung nakasanayan natin ngayon? Mataas na nga yung ating blood sugar sa umaga, ay kumain pa tayo ng pandesal, ng kanin, ng kamote, ng kape na 3-in-1 na merong kasabay na biskwit at kung ano-ano pa, or meron pang mga chocolate drinks at mga kung ano pang inumin na nilalagyan ng asukal just because we are about to start our day, not knowing na before we even took those food, bago tayo kumain nun, ay meron na palang nagawa na produce na glucose yung ating liver for us to use. That is why no wonder marami sa ating mga fellow Filipinos are struggling with diabetes. Kahit pa sinasabing hindi sila kumakain ng mga matamis na pagkain, hindi sila nagsisweets because they are overeating on a day-to-day basis. So what is not safe? What is not safe actually is for you to eat too much and too often. Sobra-sobra at sobrang as frequent din, parate. Panay kain na halos na tumitigil lang sa pagkain the moment na ikaw ay nakapikit ang mata. But the moment you open up your eyes, yun, naghahanap naman ng pagkain. So, it is very safe for anybody to fast 10 to 12 hours in a day. Very short lang yung mga taong hindi pwede yan. Like mga newborn babies, they have to be fed at least every 2 hours. And for others naman na merong mga gastrointestinal problems, na nagkakaroon ng discharge na halos lahat ng kanilang kinakain, yung merong mga ileostomy, jejunostomy, yung merong tubo sa tiyan na lumalabas yung pagkain, they might need some frequent feeding. But if you are not part of those population, then there's actually no need for you to worry about not eating overnight. So an overnight fast is very, very natural. And when something is natural, it is okay. It is safe. So generally, at least 10 to 12 hours of fasting in a day, especially sa mga beginners pa lang, it's very easy. You can just end your meal. Kung pwede, 6:00 ng hapon, tapos ka nang kumain. But if it's a little extended, then 7 p.m., maximum 8 p.m. sa mga nagsisimula pa lang, you can have your dinner around that time. And by 8 o'clock in the morning, kung meron kayong breakfast routine with your family, kahit pa alam mo na ngayon na meron kang extra glucose na na-produce na ng iyong liver for you to use in the morning. But if you choose to have breakfast to spend time, quality time with your loved ones, I hope you choose meals na hindi na makakadagdag pa ng inyong blood sugar. But the food that can actually activate ketosis, the food that can make you fat adapted, na kahit pa kumakain kayo, ay eto ay maka-activate pa rin ng fat burning. And that is the low carb way of eating, and that is a riceless way of eating low carb. So, and it's very seldom for me to eat late, but I've scheduled a date with my sister, and this one is cooked by my brother-in-law, Ken Chu. So, I'm in my sister's place, the One Chu Love place, and eto yung food namin. It's salmon and cream cheese on top. Baked salmon and cream cheese, and yun lang. Wala nang kahit anong rice, and we just have low carb food na binili lang namin pang extender lang. And because ngayon lang kami nagkita ulit. I've been away for a couple of days, but since clingy kaming pamilya, we already miss each other so much na we feel like celebrating. And we also have some special drinks like this one. This is kombucha. So, nothing sponsored here. You can make your own kombucha. Actually, naghahanap ako ng homemade kombucha dito in Metro Manila. If you have suggestions ng mga sugar-free kombucha na over-fermented, gusto ko kasi yung over-fermented kasi para na siyang suka at maasim na, yun yung gustong-gusto ko. Parang nagsasalivate ako just thinking about it. Let me know kasi naghahanap ako niyan. Pwede rin, isa siya sa mga bagay na ayokong gawin. I know there are many ways to do it DIY, but I don't want to have that problem. Pinipili ko lang yung problema ang gusto kong problemahin, at isa yon ay hindi ko gustong problemahin ang paggawa ng kombucha. So, thank you sa mga magsasuggest na kayang gawin lang. So, I'd rather just enjoy the hard work of others and I will just compensate accordingly. So, there's always a way to do fasting, the safe way and the healthy way. Meron tayong videos on how to do fasting safely, how to do fasting for beginners, and for the general public. For those na merong mga medical concerns, mostly, we suggest to consult your doctor about it. Talk to your doctor about it, or you can do a consultation with our low-carb physician. So marami tayong in-house low-carb physicians who can guide you and tell you if you are safe to fast or not. And for those naman na merong mga medications, meron ng mga dinaramdam na sakit, then it is better to really work with a physician and do low carb and fasting the safe and guided way para naman hindi tayo magkaroon ng mga komplikasyon. Huwag basta-basta. There are so many videos we made already regarding different conditions, but it doesn't mean it's applicable to you right away. Always practice safe practice of doing low carb and fasting. We also have a low carb and fasting masterclass if you wish to know more about it. So yan, mag-goodbye. Mag-goodbye na ako dahil andito na aking mga kadate. Magpakita lang aking mga kadate. The one true love wife, my sister Kat, and the husband and the cook, the chef, dahil wala dito si Admin Cha. Yan! Si One True Love. Si Mr. One True Love and si Mrs. One True Love. Yan. So, kakain na kaming dalawa. Yay! Finally! Kakarating ko lang. Galing pa akong Cebu and work. And nandito na ako sa aking original mommy. Mommy, I love you. Mommy.
I'm the bearer of the mommy.
You're the bearer of the mommy. And ikaw ang aking original mommy. Pero sino nagpalaki sa'yo?
Ang mommy.
Mommy? Nagpalaki sa iyong puso. Mwah! No, si One True Love. Nandiyan lang. Pinapalaki pa rin niya until now. Very good. Very good. You be a good girl. Okay? So, you're 8 years old now. Anong pinangasawa mo siya? Ano na yung, niya? Yung mental attitude na age niya.
So ano yun? Correcting minors. Correcting minors sa Palawan.
Ano tayo?
5. Oh, kindergarten? I'm so happy. Grade 2 na ko. That's a very, very big leap, no? Congratulations also to your nurturer and to our chef for tonight. So we will enjoy our food. At kami ay mag-date muna dito. Ako ay magiging third wheel na naman. And it's okay. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you in our next video. Remember to stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Bye!
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye! Wait lang. Tagal-tagal na babay na to. Makita niyo muna.